You two, I see you're a hunter. We're hunters as well. The wizard is our current prey. You know who I serve and what I am. We're currently bound to slay the wizard. Seeing as you took my last prey, who I serve and what I am. Can you help us find a new one?
Oh, I did not know. What is it you want?
Take us to the wizard.
You'll kill Carol if I take you. No, I don't trust you. A trade. Bargain. You like bargain. Yes?
Hey, Carol, I'll give you this tasty organs if you take us.
What?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Did you say tasty organ?
He cut out some thing's liver last session. He just
Oh!
We're off that track now, Bard.
I was like, hey, that's my line. Like, what?
Yeah, we off a few tracks, bro.
All right, Seth, what you got?
All right, I rolled a 17 plus persuasion, which is +4, so for 21. You said with advantage. What's the advantage?
Roll twice and take the higher number.
All right, I roll again real quick. Oh, no, we won't keep it. The second roll was a 10.
Gave you advantage because you've already got the true vessel right there to be able to show her. So she kind of just crawls over to it very slowly, snatches it up real quick, and shoves it in her mouth, starts chewing. The one eye opens and starts examining all of you. Does anyone have any magical items on them? I know Joe does. Joe's got a quarterstaff. Anybody else?
I was too broke.
There
was nothing for sale that was magical enough for me.
I mean, I would say my saxophone's a magical item, but
Do you have a saxophone?
Right. I don't like why
I do.
why
I
don't
do.
we
It
know
says right here, saxophone.
You guys have not seen a saxophone yet come out. And you guys would have no idea what a saxophone is, but yes, it has been crafted.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
Well, hopefully, please let me know when you pick that out, because that's going to be fun.
Because you got to
I need to see
remember, our
artistic
first introduction to
rendering.
you was you rolling a nat 20 on a sweet solo. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
have you and high self-esteem.
All right.
Bill Clinton over here.
No magical items for me.
Okay. So she sniffs Joe's staff and kind of longingly, slowly, and deeply, but looks at it one more time and says, "The meal is sufficient. Come, follow." And she starts walking past you.
Hey, what does Carol look like?
Carol, like I said, she kind of got what looks like small spikes coming over her. Her skin is like a black and gray model.
Oh wait, did I draw her last time?
I believe you did, yes.
Okay, I'll leave it alone.
Definitely
Wait.
up there.
Wait, I think I did. I think I still have it. Oh.
I think you did. It's kind of coming back to me. But nonetheless, she starts walking kind of like on all fours past you. It's a very kind of crawling motion. She does stand up at one point, kind of like cracks up her back a little bit, and then goes back down into the crawl and keeps kind of going. She leads you back through the room through which you guys came, and leads you across the way to.
Is it the same? Is this the same one?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
That's it.
a little bit more gaunt, a little bit more long limbed. But yeah, that's the gist of it. So she She kind of leads you back through the main room, through the door, and leads you through the next doorway, which kind of just gives way to another open room. Table kind of sat there. Empty deck of cards is laid out with the cards kind of just haphazardly, a couple points thrown down. Looks like that they may have been called away during the middle of the game. She walks past all of that, walks through that room, and leads you to one more door. And she kind of backs up. Is this where the wizard is? Don't forget. Both know. Elzar, you both know. And she starts slowly creeping back.
Wait, so this is where the wizard is?
That's what she said, and she's backing away.
Let's go get that wizard!
30, 40, 50. She scurries away as quick as she can. Back out the other door, and you guys lose track of her as she kind of scampers.
I
That's not
mean,
good.
if you would have just let me hit her in the back of the head while she was running, but that's frowned upon, so that's cool. Don't worry about
Hey,
it.
do you have like arrows? Do you have a bow and arrow?
Try it. Seth does.
I got my crossbow.
We'll meet
Hey,
with
go
the-
hit it! Go hit it!
It's like, I don't know about the rest of you guys. I'd like to take a moment to collect ourselves before we
Let's
go
do it.
after
Let's do
the
it.
wizard.
All right.
You guys
sure.
okay with a short rest?
Short
huddle
rest
up.
it is.
Huddle up.
A short rest is a 30-minute minimum. And you guys have got to just basically sit. Your bard can play you a little bit of music.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is going to take about half an hour if you're going to take that short rest and regain some hit die.
Okay.
I believe Joe kind of pops his hand up and says, I wouldn't mind a short rest. Just saying, I kind of got hit right here.
All right,
Fuck it.
I forgot you got fucked up.
Yeah, he kind of got this collarbone broken.
All right. So, him or myself, don't we get to kind of do something passive? So, like, if something should try to run up, we should be able to see it before somebody just gets a free shot on a bunch of sleep people.
Y'all don't have to sleep. You can just
Okay.
rest,
Just be chilling. Okay.
meditate. You can grab a bite to eat. Something just very low strenuous activity.
All right.
You can certainly keep watch.
I'm gonna take if everyone's cool with it, I'm gonna start practicing with the cards.
Okay. What are you trying to practice?
Just prestidigitation. I'm just gonna try floating the cards around and shuffling the deck and basic
All right.
cards.
All right, I will restring my crossbow.
Okay.
And you up for keeping watch?
Nah, I want to go to sleep. No, I'm just kidding. I got y'all.
So, all right. So you guys can roll your hit die or store your hit points, and then your bard would like to entertain you. He does have Song of Rest, which gives you an extra 1d6 that you guys can always recover your hit points with. Or store your hit
hold on.
points, and then
Yeah, hold
your
on a
bard would
sec.
like to entertain you.
So can you explain how the recovering hit points works? I'm actually not clear on that.
Yeah, so go ahead and you guys will roll one of your hit die, so which is located on your character page in the player's handbook. It's the thing that you guys roll in order to gain more hit points as you get another level. So
Yeah,
a
we're
short
all-
rest, you get back half of your hit die, half of your hit points basically back up. A long rest fully restores you. So
Okay.
basically, if you guys are at half hit points, you're good.
Oh, okay. So there's no need.
You guys are below that, the bard can do a Song of Rest and give you another D6, which I think Joe will need. And Vax, you are frozen, by the way, man.
I don't know. I'm looking for something.
Cool.
So then so over half we're good, so I'm good, but the rolling is which die?
It's your hit die. So basically,
Oh.
if you are Yeah, so it's different for every class. I think you guys are all at D8, though, surprisingly enough.
So
Really?
mine was
I
a
thought-
3d8 for a hit die, but
Nah, man.
3.
Like the hand, the spear is more.
No. Hang on. All right.
so this is your main sheet right here.
Okay.
You see right there. That's my hit die.
Can you guys hear that?
I don't see that at all on my. Okay. Yeah, I don't see that on mine. I see you.
So look, it's right there beneath your armor.
I don't have that
all
sheet.
that.
I don't. I
Oh.
never. Yeah, that's the problem.
I was just kidding.
Let me see the sheet. Hang on, Jamal. Let me see the sheet you sent me over. See if it's got it on there.
Hit die.
Where'd it go? Hang on, I just had you over here a second ago.
Are we still resting?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Not with you yelling, no.
Hold on.
He has a
second.
very melodious yell, man. It's relaxing.
Hold on.
Your hit dice, Jermel.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pull out my saxophone and serenade while we rest.
All right.
Here we are,
Bruh.
born to begin.
So, Jermel, your hit die are 4d8. It's a d8 per monk level.
Hold on a
Okay.
second.
So I just say.
So you do 4d8. The way that the math tends to shake out, especially with Song of Rest, and you add another d6, you guys are at half hit points. Normally, rolling a 4d8 on your hit die is going to get you shot right back up.
Right.
So that's why I say if you're just at half, just go ahead and make it full. If you're at less than half, like if you're on death's door and rolling a short rest for your hit die, you'd actually roll the die, and then that's how much you would recover.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah. So Vax takes out he kind of unsheaths this little case and it opens up. It's a wooden case with some silver clasps at the end, and you guys see an insane contraption that you have never seen before ever. It's kind of flatter along the top, and then it curves at a little elbow joint, and then comes all the way down, and then this little kind of bell like a saxophone.
I'm playing the saxophone.
Go ahead and make a performance check. Go ahead and roll your d20 and add your performance and charisma,
Oh.
just to see just how good it is. But this is something that you guys have never seen anything of the like before. If anyone wants to, they can make a history check, just kind of in general.
14.
14. It is a pretty sweet, soothing melody. It maybe needs the reed cleaned a little bit, but very, very smooth.
Son of a bitch.
No history for me. Not with a -1.
Right. So that is the instrument that is being played in front of you guys. It's foreign looking in design, but it is certainly not anything you all want.
Okay. So I guess perception would be what the fuck is that, and insight would be why the fuck is that.
There you go. Ask either one.
All right, I can answer that.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, so 5 years ago, I wandered into the cave of some gnomes that I owed money. Okay, so we got to gambling, and actually, they ended up owing me money.
Yeah.
Instead of paying me money, I said, just build me a musical instrument I've never seen before. And they built me a saxophone, and I taught myself how to play it over the next 5 years. I'm not the best at it yet, but I'm getting.
You're yelling at me again. Okay.
Sorry, man.
Did you just play the best song in the world?
I mean,
It was
if
pretty
that's how
good.
you want to say, if you think it's the best song in the world, that means a lot to me.
Hey Joe, if you think that was the best song in the world, let me know.
Hey, pretty good.
Ooh.
Wasn't like that rocker that he gave back at the bar, but it was pretty freaking good. All right, so you guys finish a short rest. As you guys notice that I want, who was keeping watch?
I am.
Hi.
Can you go ahead and make a perception check for me?
All right. Perception 6 + 5.
11? Okay. There's a little rat that scurries by. Kind of seems like it goes to and fro a couple of times, in and out the door, and that's about all you see.
Okay. So I saw a rat. What else I see?
That's about it.
Oh.
Just a little rat comes scuttering by, comes back, goes away, comes back, goes away. Just kind of running.
Okay. Let me do perception if that's anything else going on, or if I can see what might be causing this.
You already rolled for the perception roll.
Oh, my bad.
So the 11, you just notice the pattern of it moving back and forth.
Right. Cool. Okay.
Seems like it's chilling.
Hey, is everyone feeling good?
Feeling good. I didn't take any damage anyway yet, so.
Did you guys like did my saxophone serenade calm you guys?
I need you to roll a d6 for me, by the way, Bax.
A D6?
D6.
Okay. Oops. I got a 6.
All right, good enough. So Joe's looking a lot better. He's got a kind of a grin on his face, and his bandage just wound up, and doesn't seem to be causing much more issue. Shoulders got mobility. He's looking ready to go. What would you guys like to do?
Before we go, I'd like to say a brief prayer.
Okay.
Oh man, a prayer? No, see, Vax is not a religious person.
You talk to a god, Vax. Like
What?
we just talked to him.
A god?
Yes.
Well,
That's what he said.
so I'm not gonna pray to him.
Well, we are. So.
All right, you guys do what you do. I'm gonna go over here and clean my reeds.
Okay,
My
so-
saxophone.
Dear Ludiger the Harsh, thank you for this bountiful table which you have set before us. Please watch over and observe as we cleanse these hallowed grounds of these disturbing trespassers. Amen.
Oh,
And who is
Your
it that
name
you're
we
praying to
kill.
exactly?
Ludiger?
Ludiger.
And
You're praying to Ludiger?
Yeah, because I was thinking, right? So when I'm stuck deep underground and I called
Like
for
that.
help, a voice answered. And then I'm here, but who should I be but the Lord of the Underdark? And why is he here? And what
No
languages?
other reason than to salve my wounds.
Deep Speak and Underdark? Those are also languages known by the Lord of the Underdark. I believe Ludiger is the one who gave me these powers. And I believe we're on sacred ground. And it's time to clean out some of the trash, those who dared betray him.
Okay.
All praises be to Honorable Elijah Ludiger.
Oh my God.
see, that's bullshit. Nah.
Seth, if you would please check the door.
Okay. As you finish your prayer, by the way, you just hear a brief chuckle kind of go in your head.
Made
And
the murderous one laugh.
Seth,
I'll be right back.
all right. Seth, you checking the door?
Yeah.
Go ahead and check the traps.
Actually, I didn't send you my update to my character sheet. One of the things I wanted was for my update was find traps as a spell.
Okay.
It's my new level 2.
New level 2. Okay. Let me check one thing for you real quick, Seth. Okay, so the way that clerics get their spells in particular, that's a little unique. Clerics get their spell slots back and they can update their spell list every single day after they finish a long rest. So wizards and clerics both work in this fashion, to where they have to study, prepare, ritualize, and focus their energies on what their spell list is going to be. So you guys have so far, since your level up,
It's only taking a half rest.
yeah, I think you guys have only taken short rest to set level up. So next time you take a long rest, go back over your spell list and then pick everything that you want to have prepared for the day. And then that'll be the spell list that you can choose from. So if instead of having 30 spells available to you at any given time,
back.
like what the list would indicate, you got to kind of shave those down. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
Cool.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So I'll just do a regular check
Go
over
ahead.
the door. Rolling. I rolled another 17. D20. Yes. +2 for perception.
19. The
19.
door is not locked and it is not trapped.
All right. I'm gonna open it up and walk through.
I'm following.
All right, so we got Thane in the lead. Let's get a marching order here. Thane, Vax. Who's behind Vax?
Not me. Fine.
Okay, so Joe will be behind Vax. And then Hyatt or Will. Who would like to take the rear?
I got the rear.
Really?
Let's get the Will. Ian fills in behind Joe. So you guys open the door, and you guys are greeted with about a 20 to 30 foot long room, and that's also about 20 to 30 feet wide. It's really more like a 30 by 20. It's more rectangular shape. It is covered with bookshelves on one wall, cages hanging from the other wall. Inside the cages mostly seem to be skeletons of different kinds. There seems to be nothing really alive. There's a variety of files and liquids that are inside some glass bottles, all of oblong shape or tall and skinny shape or cylindrical, octagonal shape, all different sizes and shapes and types of multicolored liquid, black, red, green, blue. One is gold inside the octagonal shaped kind of bottle. It's like a prism. Those are all sitting on a desk at the far end of the room. There is a door that looks like it is partially ajar, and a bookcase that is on the far end of the wall looks like it has been shoved to the side to where there's a gap there. Door is swinging slightly open, and there does not appear to be anyone in the room at first glance.
What a wondrous trove of knowledge. Do any of you nerds actually need this shit to get power?
I mean, I got religion, but not history, so I don't know how much that can applies here.
My eyes get real big and buggy because I see a bunch of stuff that I can steal. I want to do a perception check for what has the most value in the room.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I roll an 11 plus 2, 13.
13. So the thing that jumps out to you immediately There's all the books and everything. What languages do you know, Seth?
Two seconds. Let me look.
Sure.
Okay, while he's doing that, I'll walk over to the bookshelf and pick up a random book and look at it.
Okay. I need you two.
I speak both common and halfling.
Common and Halfling.
Yeah.
You do not notice any of the books on the shelves save one that is written in Halfling in the back. Vax, you pick up a book at random and open it?
Yeah. I look at the cover and see what it says. What does it
The
say?
cover is black. The cover is written in a language that you cannot understand.
Motherfucker.
It has a variety of gold interlocking and interlacing symbols. It kind of looks like a giant knot of string or yarn on the front. You
Yarn?
cannot the symbols, but it hurts your eyes a little bit as you're looking at the language.
Okay.
Seth, the book that is in the Kinder language that's in the back, which is the halfling race of the title is The Wondrous Tales of Jeremy Halfstick.
Half
I'm
stick.
taking the book.
Halfstick. Okay.
Question: how many key points did I recover?
On the short rest, 1 second, please. All of them.
Okay.
All back. All at short rest.
Okay.
Vax, what do you do with the book?
So I can't read the title.
You cannot.
I give it to Seth. Hey Seth, what's this? Can you read the title of this book?
Can I read the title of this book?
Yeah.
Is that a no?
Nope. Does anyone in here speak Abyssal?
You do?
It's Abyssal. How does that not sound like something you would speak?
Wait, why don't you guys speak Abyssal?
I don't know.
So, Thane, you notice the book in Seth's hand and his eyes trying to squint to read it. The tomb is the Eldritch Secrets of the Underdark.
Oh, I'll tell him that. This is the Eldritch Secrets of the Underdark. I speak Undercommon as well. Does that, not Undercommon, Deep Speech as well. Does that help? Or just Abyssal?
No, Abyssal is fine for you. However, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me, Thane.
All right.
Secrets of the Underdark.
Eldritch
18
Secrets of the Underdark.
plus,
What is it?
18 plus 2 is a 20.
18 plus 2 is a 20. You have heard of this book. It is not something that is particularly valuable for the majority of people. But you do know that certain books written in Abyssal, if you try to read them for too long, you've heard tales of people go mad trying to comprehend the language on the page.
Hmm.
Hey,
Alright.
do you think it's worth anything?
A book that can make people go mad just from reading it?
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find a use for that.
Hey, is there a pawn shop anywhere in a village near here?
There was, but I'm pretty sure that guy committed suicide after we left. You did.
He fell.
Wait, what? I don't remember this.
Do you remember the old man that you robbed?
My hip, you fuckers.
Wasn't that a while ago? Oh.
That was like yesterday, man.
All right. If he's still alive, let's go see if he'll buy this book.
Fucking Corona Plague of Kryn is just throwing off everyone's perception. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys don't want anything else, I'm probably gonna burn this place as we're leaving. So you should grab what you want.
You guys do see, actually, everyone go ahead and make
Wait.
a perception check for me.
A perception check?
Yeah.
Okay. Does doing a religion check do anything here? Like, check for anything that specifically might be religious
certainly
based, or
try.
should I just stick with perception?
Wait, Thane, why are you gonna burn this place?
Up to you.
Okay.
It's a wizard player.
I
I wouldn't
haven't.
leave you standing behind him.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought of the why. I just was gonna burn it. It's his. I'm gonna try to make an Arcana check instead of a perception. See if there's anything blatantly magical around.
My
That's
perception was 18 plus 5, 23.
23. Hi, you see that same rat has climbed the desk and is currently staring at all of you.
Hmm.
I got 19 for perception.
That rat's a wizard!
I rolled 19, if that makes a difference.
That rat,
You the same fucking rat.
that rat's the wizard. That rat's the wizard.
So,
Let's go get it. Let's go get it!
So,
Hey, do you say that out loud, Max?
No. No, here's what I do. I say, hey guys, let's huddle up for a second. Let's huddle up.
can I go
That's
stealth?
Let's up, I'm listening.
What are you trying to do with your stealth roll?
Not be seen?
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh, wait.
I got a
would
15 on
oh,
Arcana.
no.
That makes a difference.
I definitely rolled a 1. So, I'm very seen.
You not go.
Right. It's like, hey! I do have a +5 for whatever that means, whatever that's worth.
You go and stand behind Joe, and you feel reasonably certain you're fairly well hidden.
Wow.
What was dude from Guardians of the Galaxy?
You're moving so slow, you can't be perceived, man.
You
I got you.
eat a potato chip.
Yes.
I rolled a 15 for Arcana.
15 for Arcana. You do. Most of the things in here do not appear to be very magical. However, next to that rat, there is a large metal sphere that does seem to be emanating a small source of magic from it. And you are familiar with 2 of the potions that are in the back. They're in small kind of squat bottles, and they have a red liquid inside of them and a cork topper in the top.
I'm gonna
If you'd like to pick
go.
those up. Those are each healing potions. Potions of minor healing.
I'm gonna grab both of those in the spear.
And the sphere, okay?
How big? Wait, how big is the spear?
The sphere is a little bit bigger than a basketball. It is a pretty significant size. But when you go and you pick it up, even though it does seem to be fairly solidly constructed, it also seems lighter than you were expecting. And as you go and pick it up, you kind of give it a little jerk, thinking that you'd have more resistance as you pick it up.
Is this what the rat looks like?
Wow, that was spot on.
There is no hat on the rats.
What? Thought he looked suspicious.
There is no hat on the rat. It does not wish to attract the attention of the cat.
All right.
It's sitting there. It is looking at you. It is up on its hind legs, kind of staring at you with this kind of a pose and looking back and forth. Thane, as you go and you take the sphere off of the counter, it looks down below the sphere. And there is a note that is there. And then it turns and starts running out that same doorway.
So as I finished putting the book away and I noticed the rat again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I still have my crossbow freshly strung, I want to shoot the rat as it tries to run away.
Make an attack roll.
All right. Hang on, let's reset this. Roll 16.
Wait! I don't know, man. I think something's off here.
Too late.
16.
Wait, that arrow's in the air, man. Unless you can
So
unfuck
you're
that arrow.
away and just right as the arrow.
I have a feeling that the rat's not the wizard, but the wizard turned somebody into a rat and he's trying to warn us about something.
Well, hope he's lucky. What do you add into that 16, Will?
I don't know. Oh, well, no, that's spell attack. What is
Your
my
dex?
attack? No, dexterity. Plus 3, 19.
You hit the rat and it disappears into a cloud of smoke.
Well, I hope that's a wizard.
It is gone. There is no body. There are no remains, no blood, nothing of any kind. Just
All right. Everyone prepare yourselves. I believe
I'm
that was
gonna-
a wizard.
I'm gonna read the note.
the note.
Or I'll try to read it.
Okay.
Does it say get out or something?
Please don't shoot me. I'm a rat. Please.
The wizard turned me into a rat.
So, you read the note. The note says, "Hello, dear chaps. I heard you from across the hall,
Oh, he's a wizard.
and though I desperately wish to make your acquaintance, unfortunately, I have other matters that occupy me at the moment. I've left you a gift. Here, you will find the key to the Fandelver Mines. I hope that you will come and join me and my master there, so we may have a proper introduction.
Ah, son of a bitch! He was a wizard's helper.
Your friend, Iarno Glassstaff."
Yeah, I know.
That's down.
So is this like, are we doing like a Saw thing? Like, are we like trapped in here and we have a key and now we got to figure out like how to get out or we're gonna die?
The note did mention that the key is for the Fandelver Mines, which is where you guys have been hired to go and retrieve treasure from anyways. So
Is
he
the
has
key
left
attached-
this for you as a gift, he says.
The key's attached to the note?
You gather that the sphere is the key.
Ah, awesome. All right. I'm going to look through the door.
Okay. You do see a stairway that's going up. It's a stone stairway in nature. Make a perception check.
Perception. I have a 5.
They're stairs. They lead upward. There's a couple cracks in them. They're gray.
All right, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm gonna take one for the team, but here's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna turn invisible, cast invisibility,
Okay.
and then I'll go up the stairs first. Is that agreeable?
Agreed.
All right.
And then I'll let you know when if it's safe to come up. Cool?
Cool.
All right.
I'll stand aside
what-
until we get through.
Well, I'll walk up first and just make sure it's safe and there's no like traps and shit. All right.
Check.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a second. D20.
A natural 20?
No. I was just
Okay.
saying. I'm rolling a D20. No, I rolled a 6.
6 plus what?
Oh. What do I gotta add?
Perception
Plus.
and a modifier added together.
Hold on. Fuck. No. Okay, I got it. Okay, perception +2.
Perception +2, so you rolled an 8.
No, I rolled a 6. +2, so it's 8. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. So as you go up the stairs, just look at one thing real quick. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me. As you go up the stairs, you notice at the very on the right side of the wall and on the left side of the wall, as you get up to about the third or fourth step, you notice that there's a glowing pattern that emerges on the sides of the wall right as you pass through Vax.
A glowing pattern?
Mm-hmm. It's a circular pattern, and there are a variety of different, and you would know this studying from the College of Lore as a bard. These are magical inscriptions and ruins that have lit up as you have walked past. Go ahead and make that wisdom saving.
Oh, do I roll another d20?
Yeah, roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier.
Okay, I rolled a 9. And then plus +3.
Okay, and then okay, so 9 + 3, 12.
Yeah.
Okay. You have suddenly a very, very strong urge to the point to where it almost becomes a compulsion that you cannot control.
What?
To leave the area and go start walking towards the mines as quick as humanly possible.
It's like a magic force field kind of thing.
You have felt this effect before, but nonetheless, even realizing these powerful suggestive force that is kind of just burning and overtaking you, you can't help it, and your feet just begin to march as quickly as they can go, and you are starting to run as you reach the top of the stairs out the back. And as you get to the top of these stairs, there is another trapdoor that is there, and the panic that you feel by the time you get to the top of that trapdoor means that you start hammering at it, bursting at it as hard as you can. Make a strength check for me. And you guys, by the way, you can't see Vax at all because he is invisible.
Nice.
But you hear footfalls very quickly and rapidly,
Alright,
and a pounding and a banging sound.
I rolled a 14.
The door pops open and you feel an immense sense of relief that you're finally getting out of there. You're finally able to get to Phandelver Mines, and the only thing that you have to do is get there as fast as you can. Consequences be damned. And you take off running, Vax. And you guys have no idea where your bard is.
But we do know that the door just opened.
You heard a boom, and you heard the footsteps leading away.
Okay.
I guess the spider will have to wait. Coming, fellows?
Are we burning this place first?
Oh, yes.
Hey!
Like,
Where
why
am
did you
I?
even ask me that?
You are running through
You are running.
what looks kind of like a thick forest canopy right now. Vax, you actually have to take out a sword and start slashing through some of this undergrowth.
So I'm still running like deeper into the building?
GM.
No, you are out of the building. You have opened a trap door that was under some what looks like some overgrowth brush. You've opened that up, and you hack and slash through this brush. Your only goal right now, all you can do, is try to get to the Phandelver Mind.
So,
Oh, you dig.
So
I'll be right there.
You're the one that walked through it, man.
right. But question though, GM, is he allowed? Can he sing in this frenzy? Okay. I would rather that you are singing instead of slashing with the sword, because anybody can do that. Do your saxophone shit. Saxophone down the forest.
So while Cayenne and Seth are doing that, I'm gonna set fire to all the different bookshelves and any alchemical tables.
Okay. What are you using to set it all on fire?
It's a small fire, so I have to do one at a time.
Okay, with what kind of source are you using?
Prestidigitation. I can,
Prestidigitation?
yeah, I can start a small fire with that.
Okay. Go ahead. Let me
Do I like run into a forest fairy who hears my song and like,
I feel like you are the forest fairy, sir.
ow!
Force with the sound of music is pretty high.
I'm being roasted while I'm playing the saxophone in a forest?
No.
Damn!
go ahead and Thane, make a spell attack roll, just for fun, just to see how fast you burn it.
All right. That is a natural 20 plus 6.
Okay, so having practiced prestidigitation as much as you have as an old warlock at, you start the fire at the alchemy table, figuring that would be the best place. That octagonal bottle that had the gold liquid inside, once the flames reach it, the way that the glass is constructed is so thin that it burns through very, very quickly, and you see it explode outward, almost like a little small napalm shroud, and just start catching everything on fire in rapid succession. It briefly burbles, and a couple of little extra fire embers do pop up. But soon the entire laboratory is just alight in red, orange, blue, and some other green and black colors as well, as these flames start licking over everything and all the magical elements combine and the fire goes. You guys have got probably about 20 to 30 seconds before the entire place is up in flames.
Thus to all who offend Ludiger. And guess I'll point toward the door. What have you guys been doing while I've been burning this stuff?
And Seth, what are you guys up to?
I don't think I had moved, so I just congratulate Thane on successfully setting something else on fire. Seem to be pretty good at
First
that.
time.
Oh,
We were headed to look for him. Look for
Joe
Thane.
has started
I mean, look for
up the stairs as he sees the fire grow. Seth, what are you up to?
all right, I'm out.
All right. So just for the sake of the narrative, you guys do leave the room as everything burns, and as you guys go up the stairs, Joe stops at the top after he exits the trapdoor and is looking around. You guys do hear the sound of a saxophone off in the distance. Vax, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
So D20 plus what?
D20 plus your Constitution modifier. And then anything else that applies for the save.
My boy Kenny V. You got this.
Okay. All right. We got a man of culture up in here.
You're right. I don't know what that means. Like high end doesn't.
Oh,
know what that
okay.
means. You know what I mean?
You're gonna pretend the biggest Kenny G fan. I know.
No, I am. I'm saying High End doesn't know what it means.
Before you had to run out of the burning wizard's laboratory.
All right. Here's the thing. I got a Constitution. It's a -1, but I rolled a 19.
An
Take that.
18.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a little hard going as you are essentially frantically running at this point and trying to play your saxophone at the same time. To where you're and booking it as quick as you can. But being practiced and professional bard that you are, you will not allow yourself to be bested by something like a silly sprint. Seth, anything that you want to do in the Wizard's Laboratory before it burns down completely?
I thought I was already out. I thought I would follow them out.
Okay, cool. No
To
problem.
go look for Vax.
I just wanted to make sure that I gave you the opportunity because I know that you were intrigued at first.
Because I didn't. So I asked you for the valuables. You said you don't think there was a value with the book, and I got the book already.
Yeah, there's the book and the vials that they found that were the healing potions. Those are the main things, as well as that sphere. So you guys got those. You guys do head out. As you guys exit the top, it's not too hard to hear the sound of the saxophone, but the way that the forest, as thick as it is, it does kind of mute it. And you guys appear to be in somewhat of a small valley. It looks like this trap door, the forest is kind of at the base of some of these tall mountains that had framed the back of Phandelver. As part of a mining village, they were right at the kind of forefront of more of a mountainous area. Everyone just go ahead and make a perception check for me. See if you can discern exactly where the sound is coming from.
Oh, okay.
Vax, I do not need you to do one because you know where you're coming from.
Natural.
Okay. Just used to that when I was like, all right, I'll do it.
20?
Yeah, I got nothing. I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Or actually, I can go for my passive perception of 12.
All right. High end, seeing the path of destruction ahead of you guys, he takes off like a shot one way. Seth, Thane, you guys are a little bit confused, but after kind of a brief moment of hesitation to gear up, Joe starts to follow High end as well.
And Hyan and Joe are a lot faster than us, Rick.
Yeah, and their movement is a little bit faster than you guys.
Hey, I'll try to keep up the best I can.
Okay. So let's see here. Vax, what's your movement speed, buddy?
My movement speed?
Yeah, you're just standard 30, right?
What? Wait.
Character sheet, man.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. What? Hold on.
You're a human, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck. Where'd my son?
It's fine. I got it. It's fine. 30, then 40. Vax, I will say that by the time it took them to burn down the laboratory, you have got about a good football field or so on there. And you are running down a path that is pretty much seems like a straight shot to you in your mind. I want you to go ahead and make 2 more Constitution saving throws for me.
Okay. God. All right, give me a
As you guys break out of the tree line, High end, you being the first kind of out there, you see Vax way off in the distance, at least 300 plus feet from you. And the sound is barely perceptible. It's still there. As he is running as fast as he can.
Ah, found it. Okay.
Cool. Go ahead.
So I gotta roll a d20 and what?
Go ahead and roll it twice, and then add your Constitution
Which is-
because.
And then -1.
Huh?
Constitution's -1, correct? For him.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You got this, bro. I believe in you.
Oh yeah. All right. 1. Okay, I rolled an 8 for the first one, and I rolled a 1. Oh, motherfucker!
Okay, so the overwhelming urge to get to the mine is such that you feel okay with just kind of haphazardly stashing your saxophone back behind you. It's causing you to run out of breath, and you are starting to feel a little bit fatigued. With a natural 1, as you keep running and keep running and keep running, you start to feel that stitch in your side. You start to feel the lactic acid burn up in your legs. While you are a somewhat seasoned adventurer, you are still not used to this mad dash sprint that you are having to undertake as the words just pound in the back of your mind over and over and over. Get to the mines. Get to the mines. I have to get to the mines as fast as I can.
Fuck it, let's go to the mines. Because
I don't think you have
Michael got me. Michael got me. He got me.
I don't think you're in control.
No, the DM got me.
I don't think-
He said he wants to make sure I'm not fucking around, and we're gonna get to those mines. All right, let's fucking go. Let's go.
Hey man, you're the one that walked through that tunnel. I can't help it.
Is he still invisible?
Invisibility lasts for I think a minute. So no, you can start seeing
A
him
minute?
blasted. Minutes.
I thought it lasted for like an hour unless I engage in combat.
Is it an hour?
I thought it was longer than a
Unless you
minute.
gauging running through the fucking forest playing a saxophone.
Here.
No, but
Yeah, well, that's
but if
not-
I
No, you're right. That's my mistake. So are you still concentrating on being invisible?
I love it.
wait,
I love it.
do I have a choice? Can I turn it on and off? Can I do
Yeah,
that?
you can drop them whenever you want.
He has control of still toggling that right now? That's impressive.
Yep. No, the only thing that he has that's going on right now is he has to get to that mine, and that's the only thing that he knows. And the only
All right, you know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna drop the invisibility, and fuck it. I'm going to the mine, I guess.
With a natural 1 on that roll, and the fact that you are engaging into a dead sprint for essentially as long as you can, Vax, I need you to take a point of exhaustion. What that means is that you have disadvantage on all of your ability checks until you take a long rest.
Oh, wow.
So,
Do I even have control of my mind right now at all?
yeah.
I mean, I have control of it long enough to where I can drop my invisibility, but
your mind is still sound. You are not, the only thing that is there is this overwhelming sense of urgency that you have to get to the mines. You can do anything else that you want to do, except you have to progress forward to those mines as quick as you can. But if you want to drop a spell or anything like that, you can't do any attack actions necessarily.
what's
But-
the limits of D&D? Can I ask myself why?
You're familiar with this effect. You being the fact that you studied in the College of Lore, this is actually a spell that is on your spell list as well. This effect it's a spell called Suggestion. Suggestion lasts for basically 8 hours, and it compels you to do the thing until the action is completed. But other than that, your mind is fine.
am I self-aware? Like,
Yes.
do I know this is happening to me? And I know it's I'm just going because it's a spell, but I still choose to go.
You have an idea. It's kind of like percolating in the back of your mind. But it's one of those things where it's when you try to bring the word to the tip of your tongue, it's like that feeling where it's right on the tip, but you can't just quite verbalize it.
But I can like understand like, okay, I'm only going because of the spell, and I can choose to just ignore it.
You cannot choose to ignore it
Why not?
because it's the way that the spell works, man.
So I have to go, but I'm like, okay, I'm going only because of the spell, but my legs are moving beyond my control.
Pretty much, yeah. It's essentially, you know that you have to complete this task, and you know the fact that it's a magical effect that's on you.
You dick! You son of a bitch. Alright.
How close are we now to him? I guess-
He's got quite a head start on you guys. Basically, it's about a 20 to 30 minute almost dead sprint that Vax does that leaves him with this exhaustion.
Does anyone have Dispel? Like a Dispel charm? I don't
I
like
mean, even if I did, you're not in range, man. You are.
I
far.
mean, but when you catch up, when you catch up to me, like, can you just? I don't like this. I don't like the
I
DM.
told you to
fucking-
roll a 1, bro. That's you. You did that.
No, the app did that, and I'm honest. I'm honest. I could have lied and said, "Oh, I got a 20." No.
All right, man. Salute to you. Salute.
All
to
right.
you.
After you're about 20 minutes or so mad dash, you feel the spell break, and you look up in front of you, and you feel complete, and there are massive doors in front of you. About another 5 to 10 minutes or so goes by. Are you guys sprinting after him, or are you guys kind of jogging, or are you guys walking? What are you doing? How are you chasing him?
I got a jog, but I mean, my movement speed is 25, and I got short legs, so
Go ahead
Yeah.
and just make one Constitution check for me.
You got me sprinting, right? Or do I have a choice?
You have a choice.
Oh.
We'll go as fast as you like.
Knock my own glasses off. Let me
I rolled a 3. I rolled a 3 plus 2, so a 5 for Constitution.
A 5 on a jog. You're feeling a little tired, but you're all right.
I'll sprint.
You're a sprint. I need you to make 2 Constitution checks for me. Thane, are you jogging? You sprinting, or are you just kind of sauntering? What you doing?
I'm gonna keep pace with Seth.
Okay, go ahead and make 1 Constitution check for me.
I've got the key.
So D20 plus Constitution mod.
Yeah, go ahead and roll twice.
All right. So first one 16, and second one is 3. So the 16 will be plus 3.
And 3 will be plus 3 too.
Hmm.
3 is plus 3 is
Yeah. Yeah. 19.6. Yeah.
Okay, so you managed to keep up a little bit. You're winded, you're out of breath, you got a stitch in your side, but you're okay.
I got a 9.
9? Yeah, at a jog, you're fine. I suppose you see y'all roll a natural 1 trying to keep pace with the madman over here. But part of that spell, I mean, just compelled him to get there as quick as possible. So, as you guys come up to the mines, the mines are built into a mountain that extends as kind of the very first mountain in what looks like a longer mountain range that extends back. The peaks are tall, not easily climbable. Not quite into the clouds, but getting very, very close to where the snow cap at the top and kind of the clouds as they float overhead almost blend in a little bit. It's kind of almost hard to tell where one begins and where the other starts. The mountain itself is a darker color rock than you would normally see in a general mountain range. It is much more of a dark gray, and there are black striations that kind of run down like rivulets all the way through the rock as it comes down. And in front of you guys, in this jagged this jagged, kind of striated mountain are large double doors. And the doors are about 30 feet or so in height, perfectly arched and brought together. And in the middle, there is a small plate, or should I say small, but it's actually relatively more like a medium-sized plate. Small in comparison to the rest of the door, though. That has a circular kind of hole that looks like it extends part way into the door. The hole is pretty good size around. Looks like it may fit that key inside of there.
I'm gonna check on Vax. Vax, you okay? What the
Vax?
hell, man?
You have complete control of your mind now. That burning sensation on the mountain has completely vanished at this point. And you are bent over, doubled at the knees, stitching your side, and you are wiped the fuck out.
Alright. Well, real quick, this is what I look like running through the forest. Playing my saxophone, just real quick.
You like the Pied Piper,
Alright.
and not the rapey pedophile kind.
What?
You said you don't look like it. Does that depress you, bro?
I know, I'm just saying, where do you go from the Pied Piper to a pedophile?
Alright. Well,
Like,
Oh, because he had kids. No, he had rats following him, right?
that-
Children.
that's one pop culture Pied Piper. I'm gonna roll an Arcana check on the doors.
Wait, wasn't
Figure out jerk angles.
I got a
wasn't
12.
wasn't a question asked to me? Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, he's checking on you, asking how you are, man.
holy shit.
Okay. Well, let me stop and gather myself. So the spell is gone, right?
It has faded from your mind, yes.
So I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Now I can like say that and be like, okay, so what? Like, I was walking up the stairs, I saw a light. Next thing I know, I'm running out, going towards these mines that I had to get to, and all of a sudden, I don't feel that urge anymore. I'm like, well, what the fuck just happened? Oh, I got wizard, I guess.
So I catch up to him?
So, is someone asking me if I'm okay?
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
I
asking
catch
you.
up to him and I just still running for fun.
You doing
Because I'm gonna say, hell no! Let's go fuck that wizard up. No, we're going back and fucking that wizard up.
We haven't asked you. You can't.
Ow!
There's nobody.
Well, if you do, that's my preemptive answer.
Okay. Have I caught up? Have I ran to catch up to
Yeah,
him?
yeah, y'all are all cut up now. You guys are all
Okay.
gathering around.
Okay. Hey, Vex.
Yeah!
Are you okay, bro?
Let's go fuck that wizard up!
I got a shit. What did I just roll? I rolled a 12 in my Arcana check on the door. I'm gonna be like, how the hell did he even get in there without the key?
There.
Hey, he's
Hold
not
up the
inside.
glove.
He's
I
outside.
colored in the hair a little more.
No, I'm talking about good old Smokestaff. I know his real name, but I'm calling him Smokey. How did Smokestaff get inside without the key, you guys? And I'll hold it up for him. And I'll hold it in front of the indention, but I won't put it in.
Okay, so you hold it up in front.
Yeah, I'm not putting it in yet. I'm just kind of showing the rest of the group.
Okay. It vibrates very faintly. You can barely hear it, but nothing else seems to happen.
So you guys ready to go kill an old man?
Are we talking about the wizard?
I assume he's old. Aren't all those nerds old? Years of
I
study and
mean-
all that?
What if he was a baby wizard? Would you be ready
I'll
to
kick
kill him
the shit
then?
out of a baby, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh!
You just ran through the forest. You tell me, man. How you feeling?
All right, let's go confront him and see if he's an old man or a baby, and then we'll make a decision after that.
So, are you saying you're good to go, Vex?
Let's go fuck that wizard up!
All right. I'm gonna shove the ball into the slot.
Okay. So you
Wait, what?
shove the ball into the slot, and
What? I
the
missed something. All right, let's go ahead.
the buzzing does pick up a little bit of intensity as you actually put it into the slot, and you feel a little bit of pressure, and the ball is removed from your hand. There is a series of clicking sounds and a series of whirring sounds as the ball begins to spin in place and begins to change. What was once a solid ball before, it almost looked like there are plates that are all across the ball, and they all begin to close in on themselves. And what you see is the ball is actually hollow on the inside, and there are rings, all of these rings that kind of all intersect and all band together, kind of in the ball and crisscross and 30 and 20 and 10-degree angles, looking very much like a gyroscope. And it begins to twist and turn, and there's a small red crystal that is in the middle that you see, and as the rings begin to go faster and faster and faster and spin, you almost can only see that little crystal for just a brief flash and a brief second as the speed picks up in intensity, and then finally, and then the doors begin to glide open soundlessly. And you are standing at the now opened entrance as the ball begins to cease its whirring and go back into its shape of the Phandelver Mines. There's darkness ahead, and that's where we're going to take our break real quick. So I got to go pee. Meet back here in 10 minutes or so. Is that good?
All right.
All right. Sorry, Jason.
Pause button. Oh man, I'm not.
That bummed him the fuck out.
No, I heard you. I heard you. Sorry, I actually had to take a break real quick, but so we're taking a break.
Yeah, we're trying to break real quick. I thought it was a pretty good stopping point before we actually got into the mines, but yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'll be back. All right.
Sorry that got you, man. they open silently after the lock finishes its clicking and whirring with this rather unique key that is inside of there. As you guys go in, it's pitch black. Does anybody have dark vision?
Yes, sir.
My ranger that I'm not using has dark vision.
I have dancing lights. Is that something?
I do not have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Okay.
Can I use dancing lights to light the way?
Certainly may. So, Jason, you speak the arcane, Vax, you speak the arcane words. 4 dancing spheres of glowing lights, much like lantern light, come up and illuminate your path and your walkway. Going kind of across the way, there is a bridge that is pretty large in its size. It can comfortably fit all 5 of you walking side by side with room on either side for a couple of more. It's massive. And Vax, as you send those dancing lights kind of directly ahead of you, you guys do see that the chamber itself that you are in, it starts at that 30-foot kind of carved opening and then just opens up at a very, very steep incline. And all of a sudden, even with the light from the dancing lights, you cannot see the ceiling, the edges, for that matter, the bottom. As the illumination casts about a 30 or so foot radius from each of these globules, they are still insufficient to see the totality of this cavern just from being in a normal position. It is massive.
Yeah, side note, Jax, Vax, sorry, Jax, I call this man Jason. And are you is there like a fan? Are you reaching for something? It's like little, but we keep hearing something.
Oh yeah, I got a fan on, but I'm trying to find my pen.
Okay, it's the fan then. Okay. All right, cool. All right, what do y'all feel like you want to do with this information?
Can anyone check to see if we're alone here?
Yeah,
I'm still not clear on how Silverstaff managed to get in here without the key he gave us.
Yeah, that is a fantastic question that doesn't have answers. Let me see. Let me try to perceive. Let me try to percept.
It doesn't have answers.
All right, go ahead and make your perception check. And as you have dark vision,
Oh, there it is. Got it. Sorry.
All right, perception check. 8 + 5, 13.
13. Okay, you can get the rough outlines of this cavernous entrance to these mines as you're standing at. You don't seem to notice anything too out of place offhand, but the total height of the ceiling has to be at least 100 feet that you can see up into the air. And the circumference of this, from the ceiling all the way down to the walls, the bridge itself that you guys are walking across is about 30 feet wide, give or take. And the walls extend for another 80 to 100 feet at least width-wise out of that. And you cannot see the bottom of this cavern at all. You can't even get a gauge of how far down it goes. Your vision stops, and it seems like it just keeps on going down. Nonetheless, kind of across the bridge, though, you do see the bridge start to kind of go off and break down to what looks like some sort of decline across the way. Looks like it's maybe 100, 120 feet.
Okay. So should I relay this? Because they don't know this, right?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, guys, from what I can see, it's pretty tall, kind of scenario in here. It's it's basically what Seth sees all the time. It's wild up there.
Oh!
The kid first, the middle finger.
I couldn't tell. So,
no, that doesn't that mean you're right in his culture? Like, you're right.
Right, you know, right, exactly. Because it must be, because I see that a lot. You know what I mean? So, but as far as this
When you
bridge,
turn on missing, don't nobody ask no questions.
right, you gonna still be. So, as far as the bridge, it looks like it starts to decline. So, I don't know, man. I feel like there's something up. I still don't have answer for Thane's question, but I guess we press forward.
All right. I'm
I'm
going to lead
in.
the way.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Go ahead. Everyone make a general intelligence check for me.
All right.
Roll D20, add your intelligence modifier.
It's going to be sad.
Right. So, 18 total.
Nat
13
20,
total.
baby.
Oh, nice.
Look at the big brains on the half.
You know?
All right, so I got 3. I'm about to
It's
roll.
actually a 19 because my intelligence is -1.
That's okay. That's what natural
All right.
20 means.
That's
though.
one way to
You know
ruin a
that
natural 20.
7 plus 3, so I got 10. All right.
Seth and Hyan. Both of you guys, Hyan, due to your time in larger monastic type structures, and speaking of monks, by the way, Joe kind of picks up on this as well. And Seth, maybe it's due to your more diminutive stature that you pick up on this potentially. But as you start kind of thinking about this cave and the dimensions of it, you kind of start to think to yourselves, if this is a cave built by dwarves, as you've been told allegedly from your friend in the Harpers, you can't quite figure out how they got these dimensions, especially when this bridge is only this size and the cave seems to go so much further down. Certainly doesn't seem like it was sculpted necessarily, but the fact that it is this large for a mining operation is not that common. So it is a little unsettling, and the darkness that kind of extends everywhere. It's thick, it's heavy, it's got that musty smell in the air, and you're kind of tasting a little bit of almost like a mineral taste just by breathing in from all the different rocks and limestone and everything else that's there. Every step that you guys take almost seems to ring for just a half of a second and then get kind of enveloped as you take every step forward. Nonetheless, what would you like to do?
It's a trap.
Well, yes, he left us a note telling us it was a trap. But what type of trap is it?
Well, are we gonna have to do a perception check or something?
So the way I look at it, we got 2 options. We can either go and keep Mr. Glassstaff from suffering disappointment on top of the loss of his library and alchemical funds,
Mysterious laws.
or we can try to make our way back to town and talk to Thornton to see what the deal is. We don't have his cousin, and we didn't kill the wizard, so I'm not sure how happy he's going to be. But I think those are our options.
We've already struck a bargain. We've got to finish this.
All right,
All right,
I'll slip out. Start walking towards the bridge then.
before we go any further, let's go ahead and let me cast Pass Without a Trace for the whole squad. Maybe we can move in stealthily without setting off any traps or being seen, and maybe get a drop on the enemy.
Well, Seth, how many spell slots do you have left, buddy?
Didn't they get renewed with the rest?
Gotta be along.
Gotta be long.
Well, I got one more for my level 2, just to be my last level 2 spell.
Cool, no worries. So you bring your hands together and start kind of muttering the words and doing this tracing of the symbols with your hands. You guys all have +2 stealth rolls. Vax, on stealth, you are still at disadvantage with your point of exhaustion. So you are going to roll a d20 twice, take the lower number, and add 10 plus your stealth and dex. Okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. So you guys do proceed forward, and can I get a marching order?
So I rolled a 6 and a 10. You said add 10? What
Are
did you?
you? Yeah. Are you stealthing?
I don't know, man. You just told me to roll my d20 twice.
I said for your stealth checks because the spell was cast. So it's up to you if you want to stealth or not. You have to just declare it and say that's what you're doing. But I was just I was reminding you mechanically because you had the point of exhaustion before we took the round.
I was just kind of following everyone else and see, whatever you guys want to do. Do you want to? What are you guys doing?
We
I'll
need
see
to move
backs.
this stuff.
I'll see. Yeah,
What?
I'll go stealth.
Stealth?
Yep.
Hi, and what about you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine with stealthing too.
Stealthing? Okay.
All right, I guess I'll stealth too.
All right, Vax, you rolled a 9 and a 6.
A 6 and a 10.
6 and a 10. Okay, so you're going to take the 6, you're going to add 10 to it, and then add your dex and your stealth. If you have proficiency.
All right, +1 and +2. So
So
3. Yeah, and then you said add 10.
Yeah, so it's 6, 1, 2 plus 10 is 19.
Well, it was 6. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a 23.
23, 19. Hi, and what'd you roll?
I did not. So do 220s?
No, you just do 1.
Okay.
That's just for Vax because he has disadvantage on ability checks right now.
Gotcha. 11
11's your roll.
is my base, yeah.
Okay. And then what's your stealth and your dex modifiers?
Stealth is 5, dex is 3.
Okay, so 5 just gives me your proficient, so that's your +3 and +2. And then so you're 26. Mr. Seth, what you
I
doing?
rolled a 13. My stealth is 3, and my dex is 3.
Oh.
19 says 29. And then that's a natural 1 for Mr. Joe.
Come on, Joe.
Dang.
So Joe's dex is probably going to be about a +3. I have no idea.
Just because he's loud.
He's +4 in Dex right now.
He's a +4.
After his last level up, we did the level up together. He's got a +4 Dex.
Okay. Thank you. Alrighty. So you guys managed to make your way fairly stealthily across. Joe does a kind of kick a couple of rocks here and there, but nothing too egregious. You guys make your way down. You guys make your way down past that 100-foot mark, and then you notice kind of a smooth, gradual ramp that extends down. Not stairs necessarily. There's that kind of smooth, gradual ramp that starts going down, and it extends further and further and further down. Do you guys want to continue going down?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue down.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go.
All right. So as you guys start descending down the ramp, you hear a voice break out, kind of all around you. Ah, you've all made it. Wonderful. I'm so pleased. If you would please just continue on down the ramp, I'll be with you presently.
All right, I'll tell you what. I think one of us should stay here.
He already knows we're here.
No, I mean like, and then the rest move down. So one of us can alert if something's coming from behind to attack us.
Wow, those should be fun. I have Sentinel. We should.
You take Sentinel, Ian?
Yeah, I thought I hit you with that. I was like, fuck grappler. I just.
Yeah, you had asked if you could take Lucky or Sentinel.
No. They gave me 2. They gave me 2 feats.
2 feet?
He never took his level 1 human feat, probably.
Okay, so you played the very human.
Let me check. I had 2
Wait,
for a reason.
wait,
We can check. I just know I definitely don't have grappler.
Give me 1 second.
All right.
Nonetheless, you guys are gonna start marching down. Go ahead. I need everyone to make perception checks for me, please.
All right.
Oh, you're right. I said if Lucky wasn't okay, then I was gonna go there. You're right. I got Lucky. Never mind.
Okay, you got lucky. All right, cool.
Yes. My bad.
18.
Perception 7 plus 5, 12.
12, 18, 7. So, Joe kind of notices it first and gives you guys a heads up, and he goes, down ahead, we got light. And as you guys start making your way down, you do start to see some torch light that's illuminated off. As you come into the torch lights, Vax, did you need something? I don't know what that means. Hand raise.
I didn't mean to do that. I just looked at the chat, and whoever said Quack is hilarious, thank you.
Yeah. That was me.
Anyway, what was the question?
All right, so you guys head down. Joe notices there's a torchlight there. As you come across the torchlight, there are 2 ramps that extend further down into the darkness. It kind of spreads out from, if this perspective is going down, there are 2 that branch off, kind of like in a circular pattern, going back behind and down further. But the light is straight ahead of you guys, and you hear that voice come over once more. Come, friends, just step forward and step on through. Come meet my master and myself. I look forward to speaking with you.
Why? What do you want to say?
There's no response.
All right, I walk up to him.
Wait, he's not there. This is his voice.
Oh, it's his voice. Okay, never mind.
Say the thing about. So, what are our options for moving forward again? Can you say that one more time?
There's the darkness of an ever descending spiral ramp heading down, and then there's a lit area that is straight ahead of you guys. It's almost like a T-shaped junction, with the T part of it descending downward, and the very top of the T extending forward into the torchlight.
All right. All I know is I'm not going first this time, because last time it fucked me when I went first, and I was invisible. So, someone else is going first this time.
It's like truly Glassstaff is a gracious host. Let's check out the light to see if he's sent us any welcoming attendance. So I want to walk toward the T-shaped junction that's in the light.
Okay. So you guys walk through the junction. Can I get a marching order for in what order you guys are walking through the light?
I'm gonna be first.
Thane's first.
I'm gonna be last.
Back to last.
I think Joe's gonna be right behind me.
Sounds like Joe.
I'm in front of Vax.
Max.
All right, that makes me third.
And in the middle. Okay. So you guys go forward. Vax, you still have dancing lights up?
Yeah. So we can. I mean,
You
we
wanna
can
keep
still.
it up as you're in torchlight.
I mean, is it not necessary for me to do that?
As you guys see this, as you guys kind of walk in to this chamber, you do notice that you are in about a 30 to 40 square room. Pretty large and open. It is decently well lit. At the very, very far kind of edges of each of the corners of the room, and in the far corners, of each of the ceiling, you do notice that there's a bit of darkness that seems to be there that the torchlight can't quite reach. Maybe about 30 to 40 feet away or so on each side as the square footage of the room. And up above at the very top of the ceiling, in the very kind of middle of the room, it looks a little bit dark. But other than that, it's fairly well lit, and even people without dark vision can see.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and not do dancing lights.
Okay, so you drop dancing lights, and you do notice that a couple of the corners get a little bit darker and shadow. But nonetheless, you guys can certainly proceed forward if you want. The way that the room is arranged, just to give you a brief visual map, real quick. I still have my marker. Yes, I do.
Where'd everybody go?
Alrighty. God, I hope this doesn't cancel my audio. This is the general shape of the room that you guys are looking at. The walkway extends down here and goes all the way across. And then there are two kind of little small paths that lead to two doors on the other side. And these up here at the corners, kind of more in the middle of the room. Sorry, God, everything feels like it's in reverse. Here, 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 and here are all torches that are kind of illuminating the room. Other than that, there is a door that is ahead of you, and there are two doors off to the side. Which direction would you guys like to go? You have north, west, and east available to you, with south the way you came.
I'm down to try the west door. What do you guys think?
I like West for winning.
Yeah,
Let's go.
clockwise.
Let's
To
do
the
it.
west.
Okay. You guys do start walking towards the west part of the door, or the western door on the part of the room. One moment, please. Go ahead and what would you like to do when you get to the door? Are you going to open it and go through? Or are you going to knock? What would you like to do?
I'd like to have Seth check it for traps, as we usually do. If that's all right, Seth?
$19 on a roll plus 3 on perception.
And this is the western part?
Yeah.
Yeah, 21 on perception. I'm sorry, it was 2 plus 2.
Okay.
19 plus 2.
The door is both trapped and locked on the western side.
Son of a-
You can go ahead and try to disarm if you'd like. Oh, well,
Is it a magical? Actually, Hyan, do a perception check or thing for magical traps or mundane or arcane check thing.
Can I even do that?
Seth, what was your roll again? You said it was a 19 plus? All right.
Plus
Being-
2.
Yeah, being the experienced lockpicker that you are, you don't really notice much of a magical nature that's coming from this. Normally, whenever you make this roll, you can kind of see vaguely, depending on how high your roll is, if it seems to be trapped in a magical capacity or trapped in more of a lock, key, and tumbler. Because as you start trying to kind of attack the different tumblers to unlock the lock, that's where it kind of starts picking up. So you do notice that it's just the tumbler itself seems to be locked, and the trap looks like a tripwire that is kind of almost like adjacent and through the door handle, where if you had unlocked the lock and you swung the door open, it would probably have unleashed something. but nonetheless, the tripwire looks like that it could be disposed of pretty easily.
All right, I'm gonna roll. What am I rolling for?
Go ahead and just roll a lockpicking check. Seeing the trap, it's pretty easy to disarm if you'd want. Just go ahead and roll and combine it with lockpicking.
I rolled a 10. I don't have. Actually, I do. It doesn't give me my lock picking stack, but it says that I have it.
Do you have lockpicking tools?
Yes. I got a burglar's pack and with lock picking tools inside.
2 seconds, please. Okay. These tools.
Third page of my treasure on my stat sheet, burglar's pack.
Yep.
It's at the bottom.
154 on these tools. Fine. So you go ahead and just add your proficiency bonus and then add your dex.
So Dex is 3 proficiency bonus. Where's the proficiency bonus?
So for your proficiency bonus of 4 is 2. So it's plus 2. So
I
you,
see it.
yeah, so your total will be 15?
15, yeah.
Just the DC. So it takes you a couple of seconds picking with that lock, but you finally manage to find the right jimmying sequence in order to unlock the door. The tripwire that is there looks like it seems to be just a simple cut mechanism in order to fix that. So the 15, you cut the tripwire, you open the door, and there stands before you a long hallway, torchlit as well.
Son of a bitch!
There are alcoves. There's about 3 torch sconces, and there are 2 alcoves in between 2 of the torch sconces. All 3 are lit on either side, so 6 torches total. And in between the first and second and third torch, there are small alcoves that jut out. And down at the end of the hallway, there looks to be a small shrine of some sort.
All right, I immediately run towards this shrine.
Why? Why do you keep going?
I'm gonna grab a torch and follow at a sedate pace.
So you guys go through. In each of the alcoves, there seems to be tombs that are laid there.
That's not good.
They are about 5 feet or so in length and about 2 or so feet tall.
I mean, do they look enough like tombs to where it's reasonable to assume that dead bodies are lying underneath?
They are pretty clearly coffin shaped, but they're carved very delicately. They're kind of a stone looking nature, maybe marble or so. As you go, and you can certainly go look at them if you want to, but they seem to be intricately and beautifully carved, smoothed all the way over.
I'm gonna call that this is gonna be a zombie trap. Like, we're gonna go and investigate, and then some zombies are gonna pop out or something, man.
I'm gonna examine one of the tombs.
Okay.
Yeah, zombies.
So you go over to the tomb,
Yep.
and what languages do you know? Again, one more time, it's Undercommon, Abyssal, and Common?
Yeah.
Portuguese.
There is, at the very top of the tomb, carved in bas relief, to where it's almost like sunken into the stone. You see an outline of a dwarven face with a long beard, kind of extending as like a figure at the very top. And there's a language that is written across the top that you do not understand. And at the bottom of the bas relief of the dwarven figure, you see mining tools that are carved in that same relief structure that are cracked and broken as part of the tomb.
Hey, Will, do you
speak Dwarvish?
Do you know who that is? What? You're a dwarf, right?
No, I'm a halfling.
Well, oh, did I do a racism?
Did a racism.
Oh.
You did speciesism, actually.
Oh.
Like if you had a sentient cat, you just called it a dog.
Oh. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to say all y'all look alike.
That's exactly what you need to say.
I did not. All right, never mind.
Right, thank you. He's like, I'm gonna keep talking my way out of this. Good job.
You got. What do you guys? Hey, what do you guys think? What do you guys?
Okay, so does anyone in here speak Dwarven?
No.
I don't think so.
You all have no clue what the fuck that thing says.
It's like, I don't know what it says, but this would appear to actually be a dwarven make, size notwithstanding. And I'm gonna head on towards the shrine, holding my torch.
So you guys head towards the shrine. As you do, there's no disruption, but you do come across a statue of a dwarven figure, and he is holding a massive hammer, and the sculpture shows him hammering on top of an anvil. Anyone who wishes to can go ahead and make a religion check or a history check. Your choice. What have I got?
That's a 2 on the religion.
Is it now?
That's an 8. That's an 18 on the history. 7.
18 on history. Did you roll religion or history?
I rolled one, then the other.
Stick with your first roll. What was your first roll?
2.
2.
Religion?
Don't recognize it. Hi, and did you roll anything?
12 total.
One total? Okay.
Nah,
Max,
that's
did you choose?
Wait. Am I supposed to roll too?
If you want to.
Like to? It's up to you.
I mean, okay, D20, 15.
I have an 18 religion check.
Okay. Thane and Vax, you guys recognize this statue as Rorx. Rorx is the dwarven god of the forge. He is generally credited as the creator of the dwarf race. He is a kind of more of a neutral type god. He's not really a good guy, bad guy. Just more of hey, the dwarves look up to this guy as their god. He's the god of the forge. It is alleged that he was the god that forged the world that all of humans exist on, and all of every race, elves and dwarves and gnomes and kinder and halflings and orcs and everyone alike all dwell on Krynn that he created. And that is the figure that you are looking at.
What's his name again? I'm sorry.
Reorx. Reorx.
We're in a shrine to the pretender. Well, let's see what's up ahead.
You're goddamn right you are. You vaguely
Pretender.
hear Thane in your ears.
I'm gonna start walking towards the shrine unless people want to check it out more.
You're walking away from the shrine or towards it further?
Towards it further.
You are right up next to the shrine. Rorx is further than half motion as he is forging on his anvil. Anything you would like to do?
Can I examine the shrine closely?
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
All right.
High and back Seth, what are you guys doing as this is going down?
I got an 8.
I'm looking for loot.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking for treasure chests and shit.
All right.
This is a
Hi,
great.
what would you like to do?
This is a great time to be stealth. I don't need to do shit.
All right. Vax and Seth, go ahead and make investigation checks. So, Thane, as you examine the statue, you don't really seem to find anything of particular note about it.
I rolled an 18.
An
I
18.
rolled a 4. I rolled a 5, but it's -1 for investigation, so a 4.
Okay.
How am I the dumbest person in the group?
Role play, baby. Just role play it.
Like the dumbest cleric walking. Like my God has to be a pimp. 'Cause
Hey man, you can certainly calm someone down with some kind of sweet words or some good insights, but you can't remember a Bible verse to save your damn life. That's pretty much what you're at right now as a low intelligence cleric. We got 18 on Vax. Vax, as you're kind of looking around, you don't so much as see treasure here. There is one tomb that does have what looks to be in front of it small trinkets and knickknacks that are set out in front. There is a playing card that shows kind of an ace of spades up top. There is a drinking cup that is there. There is a very, very fine and expensive bottle of spirits that is
Of
laid
what?
out there. Of spirits.
Oh.
Spirits. The top shelf looking stuff, and everything else seems to be little mementos that are at the foot of this tomb.
I walk over there. I pocket the card, and I take a swig of the booze.
Okay. You take a swig of the booze. Thane, you examine the statue. It is.
No, but I also pocket the card.
You pocket the card. I got you.
Okay.
Thane, you examine the statue. It doesn't seem to be anything of particular importance there. You gather that it seems to be more ceremonial in nature than anything. Vax, as you take the sip of the spirits, it is smooth. It is slightly sweet on the front of the tongue, and on the way back, you start feeling that burning sensation, and it lingers with a very pleasant kind of herbal bitterness to it. It is delightful. It's like drinking a very, very high quality gin that you're taking down.
Do I have to take a hint of coriander up in this bitch?
A little bit of Jennifer, a little bit of coriander.
All right.
That is, that's what you guys see in this room. So
And I say, hey, you guys gotta try this shit. This is top shelf.
It's like I don't want to spoil my appetite for the table I'm sure our host has prepared for us.
Hey,
And
How do you know it's not-
Shrine.
how do you know it's not monkey brains and giraffe ass? Come on.
He's been a very, very thoughtful host so far. I'm sure he's prepared quite the entertainment for us. I'm going to start heading out towards where we came.
Okay. You guys do hear very, very briefly. You should get out of that fucking place. The fucking traitor ass statue standing over my fucking kin, bastard.
Who said that?
As you guys come out, the
Go.
way that you guys are facing, there is still the north door and there's still the east door. From your perspective now, it's north and west again. Where would you guys like to go?
The east.
So from your perspective, but it's still the same northwest and east.
Yeah.
If you're coming back the way you were.
So whatever door was to our right, so we just went to the door to our left for the original
Right.
west door. I want to go just straight across the hall to the original east.
See, I think Thane's like the leader of our little group, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna follow wherever he wants to go. I trust that he has a good sense of where to go, so I'm gonna follow where he goes.
You hear
But
that?
I'm still holding the booze and I'm still taking sips out of it.
You hear that same voice come back. My friends, that's one room down. Are you looking for me? I'll tell you where I'm at if you need me to.
Hey, tell us where you're at!
Go ahead and make a left. Would you like to go ahead and continue going straight, or would you like to change directions and go left?
We can make
Bane,
a left.
what do you want to do, man? Or I don't know, what do any of you want to do? Because I don't know.
Yeah, we
This
can-
is suspicious.
We can make the left. So Buddy said we should make a left if he wants us to find him, or if we want to find him.
Where's the loot? That's all I'm saying. Bro.
All right.
All you
Well,
care about is money, man. Shit.
I mean, that is his religion, man. You can't judge.
All right.
Oh,
I
just.
mean, he was already racist, so maybe you should.
Oh no! Don't do that. Bax is not racist at all.
Oh,
He made a mistake. He
What's
made
up?
one mistake.
What direction are you guys going?
We're gonna go towards. You said there was a left to get to him.
yeah.
There's a left that he invited you
That's
to
what
go
he
down,
said,
go
yeah.
straight across.
I'm open, you guys. You want to go ahead and not keep him waiting, or you want to dig around his stuff for a bit?
Wait. Look,
Do we really want to trust
we don't know what we're walking into. Let's get prepared first. Let's prepare for every scenario. Like see it? What? We're just gonna walk in blind and then have him like kidnap, like hold us hostage? All right. Someone should probably wait outside, and just in case everyone else gets like captured. What? All right. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm in, man.
I'm sorry, it's him.
What,
I don't have a whole lot of opportunities here to just savor the moment.
All right, he's trying to beat Joe so bad. All right.
what happened to Seth? What happened to Seth?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Joe.
I didn't see. Did he flip me off again?
No,
I didn't see
no.
it.
You didn't mean make a short joke. He's fine.
Joe is looking. Joe is looking up to the ceiling, and he has kind of a quizzical look on his face.
Well, I'll look up, but it's just darkness up there, right?
No. It is purely lit. There's a small dome that's now in the middle of that middle part of that room that you guys saw. The dome is kind of like a reddish color, like the rest of the ceiling is. And there are various markings that are there. They show the stars, and they show kind of what the outside would look like. The darkness is completely gone.
Okay. So, you want to both try perception?
Sure, we can do that.
All right. Mine's a total of 17.
I got a total of 7. Kind of like 17.